Yeah, I'll start and I'll turn to Dr. Varma on this because obviously this is something we've looked at, what's happening around the world on this. Look, there's something there that could be really helpful. We have to see how it works in practice, obviously, and make sure it functions well consistently. But the notion of having a way to verify could certainly be helpful for bringing back businesses, for events. But I think it's a little too soon to say how much it can be used and how much impact it would make. I think it's a step in the right direction, but we got to give it a little time. Dr. Varma, you want to add?
Yeah, thank you very much for the question. And I concur with the mayor that there's a couple of things all combined together. First of all, I do think that we're going to have to get to a world where there's proof of vaccination required for certain activities or events. And the best way to have that proof of vaccination would be to have it digitized. It's just going to be quite simply much easier for the person who has to verify vaccination status to use a digital technology as opposed to examining paper records. The second is those vaccination, whether you call them passports or certificates, would also have to be accompanied by some way to verify testing status as well, because we know some people won't be tested and the only way to, won't be vaccinated. And so the only way to ensure that those access rights are maintained and can work for people is to also allow a pathway that allows for proof of a negative test. And so I think that the New York State application has a tremendous number of opportunities in that regard. I think some of the challenges are that we know that those systems right now only work if you receive all of your services within New York State or within a laboratory that contributes to New York State. So there really is a tremendous need for there to be federal standards for this, because what we're going to know is, again, New York City thrives because it is at the center of a large metropolitan area. And so unless it can communicate with all of those other systems, it's going to take some time. So I would say that it's definitely a step in the right direction. We are optimistic that these will become useful in the future, but we also really need federal standards so that this can be a system that can be applied to people that come to New York City, regardless of where they come from.
Thank you, Jay.
Next.